Hey Molt fans, and welcome to another episode of our Crystal Isles. So today, my plan is I really want to get started base building. As you can see, I'm in creative mode. Once again, my little explanation, I have the ability to get all the thatch, all the stone, all the wood, all the flint and every fiber and everything that I need to make all this, so I don't feel bad going into creative and doing all this, because I don't have the time to grind it all out. I'm a mom, first and foremost, so yeah. So this is what I have laid out so far. This is going to be like a bridge thing right here. I'm going for more of a fantasy theme because this is a fantasy map, and I want it to fit with it. So that is my goal there. I actually accidentally got this crystal to line up like perfectly on the side, so that's going to be really cool. Need to get rid of these trees in the middle. But yeah, we're going to have a giant tower, and I kind of don't want to spoil it too much, but it is going to look absolutely amazing what I have planned. I'm going for a little bit more of a, yeah, very much fantasy, Lord of the Rings, all that good stuff. I am so excited, so I'm going to get to working a little bit more and show you guys the basics of my idea. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking will be part of the basic shape along the outside. So I'm going to obviously bring it up like that and then bring it down more sharply. And then I think I'm going to repeat it on the opposite side. And then on the next ring, or I think I'm going to go 2 in, then I'll just like slot it over side. It's kind of hard to explain, but it'll be easier to show you. Anyway, I'm going to follow this similar sort of pattern as we continue to go up. This will be definitely the tallest. They'll get not quite as tall as we keep going up, but yeah, that is the plan there. Also, I wanted to show you guys, for those that do not know, how I am able to make bases more lag friendly. One, I build it like this, and I use as many of like the large walls and the extra large walls, as you can see there, as possible. Here, I can highlight them with this. See, these are all the large walls. More of the large walls, unless I had to use the smaller or the large walls instead of the extra large. So I use those as much as possible and only use the smaller walls when I absolutely need to get what I want. Another little technique that I do is once I get my, I guess my ceilings where I want things to be, obviously I have, I have floating structures on from S+. But in order to, you know, fill in the space and not make it super laggy, what I'll do is I'll go, so right here, this is, I think I actually, or is it this one? Yeah, this one. This one I went 1, 2, 3, and then if we go in here, let me ghost real fast. 4, and then I put a 5th one under here that I took off so that I could place this ceiling. And then I pretty much copy the pattern above. As you can see, I've gone all the way around underneath, and there, a little easier to see. You can see most of it right here. So I have this lower one right here and then this upper one. But then I can just, not demolish mode. Let's go back to pickup mode before I forget to switch that back. Anyway, then once I have that, I can just place all of these extra large walls and they will automatically like fit in all of that good stuff, which makes it really, really convenient and really easy to do this. Man, the auto, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? In the new thing that S+ added, where it automatically selects the last thing that you build, is kind of nice. Sometimes it's not fast enough for me, so I end up pressing the button anyway, but in cases like this, it's okay, because I need to be able to move and make sure I get it in the right slot anyway. But as you can see, those are perfectly lining up, but if you need it to go down further, you can just count down 12 and then 1 more to place the ceiling, and then use the extra large walls. And so that's the way that I like to do that, so that it will all line up nicely and it uses less pieces, which means it's more lag friendly. So little tip for you guys, but I'm going to re-replicate this on the other side. How I built it was, oh man, these trees, I really need to get rid of them. I have 2 large stone walls to start, and then I just put that, and I just went up 2 and then had a straight up 2. And then I diagonaled 2, and then up 2, diagonal 2, up 2, just on and on through that. Whoa. And then to get the sharper edge, I just went down diagonal 1, then down 3, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and then down, and then 3, down, and 3, down, and 3, and then it's about the same height as the other side. I think it's 1 lower, yeah, it's one lower, but I actually kind of like that effect because it just shows how sharp this little incline thing is. So really liking the look of it so far. So I'm going to repeat this. Oh, but do I do it? Now I'm debating if I do it like on 3 sides. I might do it on the 3 sides and then like have an empty one of these in between. So have another one start right here and then come up and then down over here. Skip this one and come up and down. I actually think I like that a lot better. Yeah, I'm totally going to do the 3. This is going to look so cool. Okay, so I've got the walls all the way around underneath, but another thing I forgot to mention with my little clip just now is you've got to obviously remove these afterwards because, whoa, you don't need them anymore and they're just going to make your computer more laggy. So don't forget, unless you know, it's showing a little bit and you want to see the underside of the ceiling, just don't forget to remove these when you are done. Hey, so I thought I would show you guys a little bit more how I did this. So as you can see right here, these are just 2 of those, and then the rest of all of these is the extra large wall. So I just have the single wall right there, and then the sloped bit. And I go up to, and this is the 12 wall, then I just place the wall right there, and then the sloped bit. And I need to flip my sloped pieces from right to left or left to right. Don't remember which one. Regardless, we put it right there. And then, as you can see here, so I just have those all the way around. Then I just add one. And yeah, so I just add one. Put down a wall. And add the slope bits. And then I put down another of the extra large walls. And then I add that single wall and then the slope bits again. And we're getting pretty high now. And so that's how I did the corner. I just continued it. So here is the new part. So like I said, it's just before. So there's 2 and then we need the 2 spaces. And then these are now tall enough right here that I have the extra large walls. So as soon as I can, I switch to the extra large instead of the large walls. So now these are the large walls. And same thing, put that wall and then the sloped, and then you're just putting another of the large walls down, 2 of them actually. And then we're going to need another right there, and then 2 more on top, and that will get you the, what's it called? The angle that you're going for. So, as you can see, ran out of sloped pieces. As you can see, we have the 2 sloped and then 2 down, 2 sloped, 2 down, 2 sloped, 2 down, all the way through that. And that's how it looks fairly even and balanced. But then now we're at this other tricky part. So I just go ahead, throw down these extra walls up to, I think 4 of them? Yeah. Oh, this is an 8 long or wide circle right here. So 8 squares, and then, oh, what does that come up to? Bunch of triangles. I don't feel like counting them. You can pause right there. Count them if you want. Actually, can I get a better angle? There you go. That's better. Pause and count that if you want. I can't remember. So yeah, continuing this, you get those down for the first, let's see, put that up there. For the first couple, we're going to need these extra large pieces. But then, this side is different because we want it to slope more sharply. So we have that, and then we can leave that. But we want, let's see. We actually want this. I had this actually come up and match. Let's switch the sloped pieces again. And then come down here. We're going to want to add 1 of those, a single, and then another sloped. Here we go. And now there's a space of 3 in between, and we just pretty much continue that all the way down. So let's see, I think right here we'll need an extra large. Yep. And then we'll need 1, 2 of those. We double check, add that and this, and we have the 3 again. Add the wall and the sloped. Can I see it? There we go. And we have the 3 again. So we're going to need a couple more of these extra large walls. Add this single wall. We're going to need another single wall right here. Add the slope piece. And then in this last one, we just go the two slope or large walls up, and then the single wall and the slope piece. And so that is how I made all of these things, and it looks really cool, actually. Really excited to get working on the next layer. This is going to be so cool. So yeah, gonna get working on the next layer and then bring you guys back once I have that all figured out. Say hello to all our little tames. Okay, so I'll show you guys how I've been doing this inner layer. So I simply brought out the ceilings by 2 layers. You want it to match what should be on the floor, which means you need to be alternating. So I have the square foundations and then the triangle. Then up here I have the square again and then the triangle. So you want to I just brought those out, 2 squares or 2 foundations. And I'm going to show you guys how I did this. So I simply, these are all just the extra large walls. So you leave the first 2 and then you line these. And then you put 2 right here. And then you put the extra large walls on this side again. And then you do the exact same thing. So this side was actually a lot easier to figure out than the first ring. Get that up here. And then you simply, you know, put your single walls and then your oops, I did it again. I forgot to switch your sloped pieces. Let's do that. Okay, great. So yeah, that's all you have to do for that. And then on this side, you simply, let's see, need to add at least 1 of these. I think we have like 3. Then you go with the large walls. You go 1, 2, and then 1, and then nothing, and then 1, 2, and then nothing. And then you just bring the single wall on all of these, and then the opposite sloped piece. So this side was actually fairly simple. Very, very happy about that. So I'm just going to finish this off and then work on the next ring of our tower. I am really, really liking how this is coming together so far. This is looking so cool. Like, seriously. I'm kind of going, if you couldn't tell, for more like an Elven Tower theme, I guess. So that has been my goal with this. Let's grab the other slope piece to put on this side. And I'll show you guys the finished product in just a sec. Just gotta place these last ones. Alright. So, it doesn't obviously look super great from up here, but like from down here, well, at least it doesn't because I haven't finished it yet. And I'm going to add probably some different materials to make it pop more so that you can see how it goes in and stuff. But it is looking really, really cool. Yeah, when I add the roofing, it is really going to make it pop, and you'll really see all of the curves and everything. It's going to look, oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be so cool. Here's what it looks like on the inside, mainly just a blur of stone at the moment. Another exciting thing I can't wait to do is we can actually like remove some of these and make a little pattern out of them. So that's going to be really fun to do as well. Excited to, I guess, play around with some of the door frames or windows or pillars and various options to see what patterns we can make within this giant blank space. First, we got to get the basic shape of the tower done. So I'm going to work on the next inner ring. This should be interesting. And we're back. And as you can see, I've been working a lot. So I followed the, same pattern that we've been doing on this inner layer with the 2 diagonal, 2 up, 2 diagonal, 2 up. Then on the opposite side, 1 down, or 1 diagonal, 3 down, 1 diagonal, 3 down. And then I brought it, the difference is I brought it in by 3 this time instead of 2 because I realized it was going to make my castle way too tall, but also just from the distance and stuff, it actually makes it look like it's about the same space when we're all the way at the ground, which is kind of cool. I was hoping that would happen. And then we brought it in by 3 again, and then I've just made this central tower that is going to, I'm trying to decide if I want it to keep going up or not. Like if I want to go up another, say like 2, or I want to go up another like 9 wall, or I could potentially go up 2 of those. I think And when we're down at the ground, the 12 higher makes it look like it's even with the top, which is what'll probably look better. So probably gonna go with the 12 wall. But gonna do the 12 all around, and then I need to figure out what the roof is going to be. And don't worry, I'm not going to be leaving all of these as giant flat stone things. I'm just getting the basic shape down, because then we can focus a little bit more on the details and figure out what we want to do with that. So this is, I'm really, really liking how it's turning out so far. So I'll bring you guys back once I have something more to show you guys. Okay, so I've got an outline done of the roof. I'm trying to decide which of these two designs I like better. So basically I have it so it just goes up straight, and then I have one sticking out more. I think I'm leaning more towards this one, because then you can actually like see more of the roofing from down below, whereas otherwise it just looks plain, I guess. I don't know. It's so hard. I can always take off the roofing. But anyway, the way I did this was I basically built this out, and this is the center of our tower right here. And then it brought it all the way up the distance I wanted, which I think was 24, and then a 25 for this top right here. And then I just calculated how many spaces I had from the middle. So as you can see right here, I have, let's see, let's grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the middle to go in, and then there I went 24 up, so that meant I had to go down 1 and then down 4, or diagonal, then 4, diagonal, then 4. That was how I figured that out. And then to get roofing to place, I always hate placing roofs. They're just so obnoxious. But the main way you want to do it is you want to figure out your center, make sure that everything is going to line up the way you want, and then you just basically build this inner ring where you want it to be. So let's start up here. So I have this ring right here that starts it, and then this continues it out. So I just need to continue to fill it out to go all the way around, and that will give me the roofing in. Oh, I hate roofs. They're always the worst part of building, at least for me. That is the wrong piece. That doesn't go there. And there you go. And then this just makes it super easy to connect all of the roofing, as you can see here, for this layer. So yeah, that's how I do the roofing. This is just going to be a lot of tedious placing. And then the other nice thing is now that I have these here, I should be able to just, yeah, I can just snap it to these. So that will make that just so much easier. So it's getting that first ring of roofing around where you want it to be. That's always the toughest. Like if I was just going straight down, like from up here, I could just keep, if I can, oh, that's right, I was having snapping issues. I even like put a bunch of oh no, I didn't. Oh yeah. So this is another good example. You just would place all of these on this inner ring, and then you would be able to just snap it all the way down as far as you wanted, and it can just keep going. But when you're spreading it out and having stuff, like, see, I go up instead, I have to like individually do that top part each time. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that is the roofing. Pretty much the most important part is figuring out, it's always good to do like one side and get it to how you want it to look. And then you can just build, so then just on the opposite side of where you want your roofing to place, you can just start filling out the inner ring and then just go around according to your floor plan. So basically, because in the floor plan I have it, so this layer, let's see. So it's too wide, yeah, too wide on each side. So I would just continue doing this all the way around. And it should line up exactly how we need it to. I keep doing that. So let's, moment of truth, with the 2 going 2 all the way around, it should line up perfectly. So let's double check. I think we're good. Yep. So as you can see right there, yeah. So then I can just build the roofing off of the outer thing of these, and then when I'm done, you can remove these triangle ceilings. Whew. So that is how I'm doing the roof. It's been a nightmare, but we're finally almost there with the roof at least. Oh yeah, making it this ring also makes it a million times easier to get the straight parts that you want in the middle, so it makes it really easy to get those walls and then just place the ceilings down as you need them. So it's really the best method I have found for all of this. There it is. I'm really, really liking it. I pointed up exactly how I wanted. I ended up taking away that outer ring. I think I really like the smooth look that it gives when you're down below. It's really cool looking. Now I've just got to figure out how I want to bring these sides together and then how I want all of these because I want to like have ramps along these, but it's getting them to snap correctly is always fun. And then yeah, all that good stuff. So probably going to have to start at the same layer that they do, which means starting all the way from the bottom and bringing it up, which is going to be kind of annoying. But oh well. So what I'm talking about is, so let's see, it's triangles. So that's square, triangle, square. Okay. So pretty much do that and bring it all the way up. All the way up. Okay. And then we need one more wall. And then we could do that there. And then the ramp should, yeah. Then the ramp will snap correctly. If I do it like this, where I just put this there, then bring it up, then it, oh, no, don't do that. It leaves a gap, as you can, okay, come on. Snap. There we go. It leaves a gap right there, which I really don't like. So I'm gonna have to go all the way pretty much from the bottom, which is unfortunate, and bring the walls all the way up to get it to snap correctly. But it shouldn't be too bad if I just, let's see. So if I had started it right here, okay, let's try this. So bring that there, bring this up, and one more. And let's grab these and another one of these. Okay, let's take these away. Okay, so now, in theory, I should be able to snap this here. We'll snap. There we go, and there's no space. Yes. And now, hopefully, I'll be able to just snap this to that and then bring the walls down. Does it leave a space? It does, doesn't it? Yep, it totally does, which means I'm going to also, so pretty much every time I have to start doing a diagonal, I'm going to have to bring it up all the way from the bottom. Oh, that's going to be really annoying, but oh well. So that's for the outer ring. For like this ring, I might have to still bring it all the way from the bottom too. Oh man, this is going to be so fun. So fun. Screw it. I'm just placing the thing. So with, yeah, if I get it to the right snap height, then I could snap the walls there. It is good enough. That's just so much extra work, and with the layers going up, yeah, I'm just making an executive decision. Also, I figured out with the model gun now, you can click on these things and select what you want it to look like, and then copy and paste that onto everything. So that's really cool. Can I do that? And I probably have to do it for, like, have to do all the walls and then all those slope bits, but that is really cool. Okay, so this is another good example of using the least amount of pieces possible. I could technically just like put this and then the 3 wall pieces up, but instead I've been putting the 1 large piece and then just the ramp and just leaving it there. And then another thing that I'm going to do at least is remove all of these underneath. So I have finished one of these things, bringing them in. At the top, it just doesn't mesh very well because, yeah, that's all. It just doesn't. And so I mean, just kind of had to make do with that, sadly, but you're not going to really see it. But it looks really cool. Really, really liking this. Cannot wait to see this all done, but that is going to take a lot of placing. And then I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do on the inside. I honestly might just, like, fill this up. Yeah, probably. Probably just fill it up right there. And then maybe I could have little balcony things on these inner parts, or just have this main tower and just like leave these, yeah, maybe just fill this up, leave this blank. I don't know. Still deciding what to do. But it is looking so cool. Absolutely love it so far. And here we have it. This is what I originally intended with these giant swooping things, and I think it looks really, really cool. I basically just had to play with ceilings and the bringing stuff up from the ground to get them all to place correctly, but oh man, that took forever, and I have an extra roof right here. But I just brought in this inside part up as much as this top layer and then filled this with the walls, but that is going to take me a very, very long time to do. So, so I think that's probably going to be it for today. I'm just gonna, in my spare time, be working on this. In the meantime, we might still be like having our main base down here. I might move some creatures in there just to free up some space because it is a fairly protected area. Just have this whole area boxed off or blocked off, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button, comment below, subscribe if you want to see more. Oh man, look at it. It's so cool looking. Oh, I love it. And then, oh man, once I have all of them, like this one right here, oh, it's going to be so cool. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!